in my past, I used to feel ashamed about problems when they arise. But everybody have problems. It's just how you deal with your problem is how your life get better and you cope. You know, God is my strength. You know, when everything is, I used to place my trust in people a lot, but I have found out for myself that people gonna let me down, but God not gonna let me down. God gonna keep me strong when I'm feeling weak. But if I just trust in Him and pray to Him and cry out to Him, He is my strength. He is my inspiration. He gives me strength when I feel like I don't even have no strength to go on. But I'm not mad about nothing I went through, because if I didn't go through all the things that I went through, I wouldn't have known the value of my education, and I would have continued going in the direction. So I know for sure that God used adversity to change people, and God used the lowest of the lowest people to bring up in the world. And I don't know where He's going to take me. I don't know what His will is for me, but I'm doing all the right things for myself so I could conquer and I could become productive in society, and I could be a positive role model for other young people and other people who have took the turn that the turn they made for wrong, but you could always turn back to the good. And I'm also an inspiration for my children. I didn't want my children to remember me as not being a productive person in life, not being a positive role model for their life. I want to be a voice for the voiceless. Only way I'm going to be a voice is for me to be educated, and then I could be a voice for the foster children, for the voiceless people, the people who people think are not going to be nothing, who feel like we don't have no way out. I'm one of those voices that to say that I succeed, I triumph. I triumph because I know that I went through all those things, because I have to tell it. Today, my self-esteem is high. I'm somebody. I'm going to be somebody. I don't know what door God going to open for me, but I see a lot of things in the system that's not right. And I want to be a voice to help change some of those things for kids, you know, who end up in the system, and, you know, maybe they have emotional problem. Kids are the future. You know, if our parents are a role model and they don't have no education and they're not pushing us, then we don't value it. We don't know to value it. But kids need to hear that. And it's kids in the low suburban area don't, you know, once you're in an environment and your environment is drugs, alcohol, gangs, and you feel hopeless, you know, and your self-esteem is low. So you have to find strength inside of yourself to overcome all the things that are around you. When you hear from everybody, you're not going to be nothing. You're going to come back. You're going to end up being a little nothing in the street. The individual have to be determined and persistent. And it's not easy, because sometimes it gets so overwhelming in all the hectic of rushing and things come up. So I just advise young people, you know, even though your mountain might look like a molehill, if you just try to just stick to your goals and your dreams, even though sometimes it looks where you get so discouraged, it's bad to stuff, you know, it's better to get things out of you if you have issues going on inside of you, especially when coming to school. Because coming to school and you have already, this is stressful. And I want to reach young kids, tell young mothers, don't have children. Educate yourself first. It makes your life so much harder to struggle to come to school. It's overwhelming for me sometimes, being a single mother. Even though that my education is top priority, I have to put my children's priority first and set my education aside sometime to be there for them. So I advise, you know, find your dreams, find your goal, focus on yourself. Peer pressure is hard, but you have to find your own individuality. Be your own decision maker. Don't follow the people and the negative in society and the world. Seek who you are, who God wants you to be.